Hello and welcome to Hanamade. I recently visited Buenos Aires and this is one of my favorite areas, probably. It's called Puerto Madero and it is a neighborhood, large neighborhood, I think 170 acres. It used to be an old dockside basically, and it was redeveloped and it's super fashionable and awesome. Here are some historical pictures that I stole from the internet. So I give you a little bit of feedback and history. So in 1882, the Buenos Aires government hired Eduardo Madero. So Madero was his last name. I thought it was port for logs. No, that's after Eduardo Madero, to design a new port. Construction began in 1887 and was completed in 1897. The port was designed to accommodate smaller ships. However, decline kind of happened later on because the port became obsolete as the size of cargo ships became bigger. The port was basically inactive between 1911 to 1999, and eventually this area was degraded area of kind of downtown Buenos Aires. Fortunately, few very smart people and companies got together and they redeveloped the project from about mid-80s, and the master plan was improved in 90s, and now it's amazing, completely redeveloped area, and it becomes sort of a fashionable neighborhood place to go. Really amazing old-fashioned brick buildings were turned into restaurants, great steakhouses by the way, and places to go out for dinner and drinks, and it's a really nice and safe area to walk around, and I love seeing the mix of old-fashioned historical buildings and the modern. The skyscrapers, by the way, are pretty amazing, and I will show you actually a view from one of them. So the Puerto Madero is right now one of the most touristic neighborhoods in Buenos Aires. It is easy to park, easy to walk around, find a place to eat, drink, and pee. It is a combination of old and new with refurbished red buildings, modern skyscrapers, and there are lots of businesses as well as very luxurious apartments and old ships. They're pretty cool. And by the way, I'm right now walking on a super cool bridge that's like in the shape of tango dancers, and it is a kind of combination of cable and swing bridge. Really cool. So in the urban planning community, Puerto Madero is called the Puerto Madero waterfront. It is in barrio of Buenos Aires in the center business district. It is occupying a large portion of the river, Rio de la Plata riverbank. It is the site of several high-rise buildings, as I mentioned, luxurious hotels featuring the latest architectural trends. It is barrio with by far the highest property price, surprising the second highest twofold. So, by the way, this dock was basically replacing Puerto La Boca because the river is too shallow there and the ships and boats had to be moored away, further away from the shore, so that made it complicated. That's why they created this dock. However, boats and ships got larger and this one eventually became useless. A friend of ours actually was renting an apartment in one of these skyscrapers, and I just want to share the view with you. By the way, the whole neighborhood's roads network was totally rebuilt, especially in the east side. The layout of the east side consists currently of three wide boulevards running east-west, crossed by the east side main street, and the layout is completed with some other avenues and minor streets running both east-west, north-south, and by several pedestrianized streets, which are really cool to walk on. Every street in Puerto Madero is named after women. The Puente de la Mujer, Women's Bridge, by Spanish architect, is the newest link between the east and west docks in Puerto Madero, and there's also a museum inaugurated in 2008. Puerto Madero currently represents the largest urban renewal project in the city of Buenos Aires, having undergone an impressive revival in merely a decade. It is one of the most successful recent waterfront renewal projects in the world. It is really amazing and definitely worth visiting. Alright, there are more videos on my playlist of my recent visit to Argentina. Feel free to check them out. Thanks for watching, Hanamate.